through proceedings here as we commence with our second evening of league matches. We have 10 players involved in the Remote Darts League. We saw their first matches last night, so this the second of 9 league nights in a row for these players, each taking on each other, battling it out to be in that top 4 on finals night on Monday, the 27th of April. We start with a couple of players that got off to a great start yesterday. We had wins for Gary Robson, 7-2 over Dean Winstanley, and Jim Williams, a winner as well, 7-4 over Wes Newton. Also in the winners' enclosure yesterday were James Richardson, 7-4 over Alan Norris, and Daryl Fitton, 7-4 over John Walton. We also saw our first draw of the tournament, 6-6 between Tony O'Shea and Paul Hogan. So all to play for. We've got 2 players. You can see we're going to bring them in now, interview. They're practicing away. Let's meet our first 2. We're going to have the Quiff, Jim Williams, taking on Big Robbo, Gary Robson. And I think you can tell which one is the Quiff when you see him on screen. We're going to start, though, talking to Gary Robson. It's very early stages, Big Robbo, but you are top of the league with that 7-2 win.
Yeah, but it can all change so quickly, so I'm not saying nothing.
Are you happy with how you played against Dean Winstanley last night?
Yeah, for it being the first night, obviously it's so strange for all the players. I think it's going to take a few nights to get used to, but I would imagine midweek, I think the standard will be a lot higher. We'll all be used to what we've got to do and used to the remoteness and everything, you know. It's just a learning curve at the moment.
Absolutely, as people understand, everybody's self-isolating. The home of well darts these days is darts played in your own homes. Jim Williams, also a great win yesterday, 7-4, wasn't it, over Wes Newton? Feeling good after that?
Yeah, I was just happy to win, really. It was a bit of a scrappy game, I thought, but it's difficult. It's all new to us, but yeah, I'm happy to get a win.
And what about your head-to-head record? I don't see any big stage meetings between the 2 of you, but I think you did meet fairly recently, didn't you, at Q School?
Yes, we did. Yeah, I'll pinch that one, but the time before that, Robbo beat me in Romania, so I think we're probably head-to-head. I'd say we're pretty close, I would say.
Well, Robbo mentioned yesterday you always have a good game. We're really hoping for a good game here. You're both feeling good, gents, ready to start things off on night number 2?
Yeah. Good luck, mate.
Good luck, buddy.
So let's get some practice darts underway. And while those 2 are warming up, I will give you a quick run through of what we have to look forward to here this evening. This, of course, Jim Williams versus Gary Robson. They're going to be followed by those 2 old mates going head-to-head next, Daryl Fitton and Tony O'Shea. They're followed by Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan taking on Ruthless, James Richardson. We have Alan Chuck Norris versus John Boy Walton in game number 4. And we close things this evening with over the top Dean Winstanley. He'll be taking on the warrior Wes Newton. So lots to look forward to here this evening. Each of our matches is played over the best of 12 legs. So the winner is the first man to 7. But of course, like we had yesterday with O'Shea and with Hogan, you can have a 6-6 draw. So we'll have the final practice darts to be thrown by the 2 players now. And to start this match off, it is going to be Jim Williams throwing first. So away we go, gents. Jim's at the oche, and it's game on.
$140.
$140.
Great start.
$96.
$100.
$130.
Yeah, picked off the bull with the last, leaves a finish.
$140.
Both players down to finishes after 9. Jim, you require 135.
It's 12 left.
Well, treble 20, treble 17, just misses the double 12, 123. Gary, you require 121.
$96.
Or just misses the bull, 25 left, 96 scored. Jim, you require 12.
Oh, bust.
No score. Gary, you require 25.
$21.
Jim, you require 12.
Game shot, 2 darts.
And there it is, my favourite double on the board. Double 3 gets Jim Williams off to a 1-0 lead. Second leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$180.
Brilliant start. The first of the night.
$60.
$140.
Unlucky. Great darts, so this second leg from Robbo.
$180.
180s apiece in this second leg.
$27.
$100.
Gary requires 154.
Mm. 19.
19 scored. Jim, you require 161.
$121.
121. Gary, you require 135.
$45.
Jim, you require 40.
Game shot, 1 dart.
Second leg to Jim Williams. Such a great start there for Robbo, but it's Jim that takes a 2-0 lead. Third leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$60.
$140.
Yeah, back into the treble.
$100.
$115.
Yeah, 2 treble 19s there.
$43.
$140.
$40.
Gary, you require 106.
74.
Leaves 32.
$95.
Gary requires 32.
32 and 1.
Game shot on the third leg to Gary Robson. It's a break of throw. So in our fourth leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$80.
$140.
$81.
$125.
$100.
$60.
$140.
So down to 100.
$94.
So Jim leaves 82, but Gary, you require 100.
$43.
Jim, you require 82.
$50.
Yeah, found the ball, but not the double. Gary requires 57.
$51.
Went that way just for me to leave the double three. Jim, you require 32.
Game shot.
Yeah, Jim steps in, takes a 3-1 lead, another break of throw. So fifth leg, it's Jim to throw first. Game on.
$100.
$82.
$45. 45.
45 scored.
$100.
$140.
$131.
Yeah, two big trebles there, 19s and 18s.
$41.
$77.
137.
Gary requires 111.
95.
Or misses the double 16. Jim, you require 38.
Game shot, 2 darts.
Yeah, didn't fancy the double 19, but 6 for double 16 means it's game shot on the 5th leg to Jim Williams. 6th leg, it's Gary to throw first.
$43.
100.
45.
140.
134.
Yeah, great treble 19s there from Robbo.
60.
100.
60.
99.
Jim, you require 141.
85.
Gary, you require 80.
70.
Jim, you require 56.
36.
Gary, you require 10.
Yeah, game in 2.
Yeah, finds a double 5 with a second dart. It's game shot and the 6th leg to Gary Robson. 7th leg, Jim to throw first.
$98.
99.
100.
140.
43.
56.
140.
96.
Jim, you require 120.
Getting shot. 3 darts.
The Shanghai is there. The 120 checkout for Jim Williams of the 7th leg. 8th leg for Gary to throw first.
$74.
100.
59.
100.
140.
100.
94.
41.
Gary requires 134.
84.
Yeah, Jim, you require 160.
40.
Gary requires 50.
50-3.
Yeah, game shot with that 3rd dart there. And the 8th leg to Gary Robson. 9th leg, it's Jim to throw first.
$180.
Second of the match for Jim.
140.
100.
85.
87.
140.
Jim requires 134.
58.
Gary requires 136.
78.
Jim, you require 76.
60.
Gary, you require 58.
38.
Jim, you require 16.
Getting shot. 1 dart.
Yeah, Jim takes a 6-3 lead. Gary so close to getting it back on throw there. The 10th leg, it is Gary to throw first.
99.
100.
78.
140.
60.
100.
85.
Jim requires 161.
90.
139.
Great setup, but Jim requires 71.
'Game shot. 3 darts.
It's there. He finds the double top to take a 7-3 win. Jim Williams, the victor over Gary Robson. Let's bring the two of you back in for a chat about that match. A thoroughly enjoyable match to get things underway on this second league night. And Gary, there were so many chances there for you to get back level pretty much from the first and second legs. It was that pattern all the way through, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think my first 9 darts was like really good in nearly every leg in the first 4 or 5 legs. But
yeah,
I would bring in one silly one and Jim would put a good one in, then I missed the double, you know. But
yeah, I think even right at the start of the match. Yeah, I made light, of course, of the 57 miss with a treble 17 and then the attempts at double 3. But that could have got you back to 2-2. And we saw later on in the match, you almost got it back on throw in the 9th leg. Jim, though, steady stuff, good scoring throughout and good finishing. The 120 a highlight, nice 71 there. You've got to be happy with how you're playing this evening.
Yeah, it's just so difficult here. It's difficult to get a feel of the game and how it's going. But like I say, I play here the same as I play like on stage or I play on the tour. Like I'm always just head down, I listen to the score and then just go and have my go. So it probably suits my game perhaps a little bit better than the others at the moment, like I say.
Well, it's suiting you so far. You do go to the top of the league. Let's have a quick word about tomorrow. Gary, you're going to be taking on James Richardson. How do you see that one going?
Well, if I can score the way I have the night and maybe do a little bit better at the finishing, I'm going to be a tough one to beat, you know. At the end of the day, tonight I was pretty much spot on down to 200 or below. So I've just got to put that right for tomorrow. Then it should be a good game.
I'm sure it will be. And Jim, you're going to close tomorrow evening with a match against Tony O'Shea. And we've seen you play on the World Championship stage against each other. It's going to be a bit different playing at home.
Yeah, Tony's dangerous as well late on like that. That'll be a tough game. But like I've grew up watching these guys, you know, and Tony's one of the best. So yeah, I'll look forward to all these. So yeah, bring on tomorrow. Okay,
well, Jim, Gary, thanks for a great start to the evening. We look forward to seeing you both tomorrow.
Well done, Jim, lad.
Well done, Robbo, lad. Good boy.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with match number 2 this evening. The two best of mates, best of enemies, though, in the next few minutes. Daryl Fitton takes on Tony O'Shea. Welcome back to the Remote Darts League. It's night number 2 and we're ready for match number 2. We've just seen Jim Williams defeat Gary Robson by 7 legs to 3. And we couldn't have 2 more familiar faces, not only to darts fans, but indeed to each other. 2 best mates up there in the northwest of England, the Dazzla Daryl Fitton and Silverback Tony O'Shea. Guys, it does seem strange to introduce you both without the big walk-ons and the big crowds, because that's when I'm used to seeing you up there.
Thank God for that.
How is the hip, Daryl?
What's that?
How is the hip?
It's all right. It's okay at the moment, yeah. So
good. Well, no dancing tonight. It's all going to be about darting. But you two,
dancing days are over, Richard.
If we're going to talk with you two about your head-to-heads, we could be here for some time. But Tony, can you pick out one match that stands out against Daryl? Is there anything that comes to mind?
To be honest, they're all tough, aren't they? I mean, tonight's going to be a tough game, but if you had to pick one, I think Daryl had mentioned the same game, that we actually had a bit of fun in that World Semi in 2009, and it turned out to be quite a good game as well. But we had a bit of fun, and there was a bit of pushing, and that little fatty dance at the beginning, we didn't even plan that. That just happened.
Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
That just happened. I don't know how it happened, to be honest, but yeah, it was a bit of fun, and we've done that about 1 million times since.
Telepathy.
But, absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to pick that one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tony did pick it out. Tony was a winner there. I mean, Daryl, you've had your successes against your good friend as well. But how are you feeling tonight, you two? Because you both put in good performances yesterday. Daryl, first of all, you had a great win over John Boy to close things out for us.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm not even text Tony today because I thought I'm not going to, I'm not going to talk to him today until after the game. So I'll bombard. I've got about 15 texts to send him after the game. So.
And Tony, you were very happy.
Good.
Good. Well, I'm glad you haven't upset Tony, because he was very happy with how he played last night against Paul Hogan, a 6-6 draw.
Yeah, brilliant game. Really was a good game, yeah. My game with John was obviously I'm a slow starter and get into the game, and then once I got into it, it was okay. So 4-3 down and then win 7-4. So I was quite happy.
Yeah, your scoring, Daryl, certainly in the latter stages, the scoring picked up. For Tony, I mean, I'm sure you'll agree. I mean, we know that every leg went with the darts, but the scoring was so consistent from you both throughout.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you always look at an event and pick games out, and obviously tonight's game stands out for me as ever if I'm playing Daryl. But I was looking at Paul. He had such a great World Championships recently, and I thought, yeah, he's one of the form players. If I can get anything out of the game, which I did, I'd be happy with, and I was happy. So yeah, I had a good night last night. But that was last night. Tonight's tonight. And I haven't messaged Daryl myself because I'm not allowed my pigeons to go out and send messages. Being from the north,
Yeah, down here we'd use a plastic cup and a piece of string. Guys, get yourselves warmed up. Get yourselves warmed up. We're looking forward to it. We'll let you have a few practice starts before we begin. So throw a few looseners.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck, T.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, so here we have Daryl Fitton taking on Tony O'Shea. Both 2 favourites on the Lakeside stage and elsewhere as well. Daryl, a former BDO World Trophy champion. Tony, a former WDF World Cup singles champion. And they're our second match this evening. Don't forget, we've still got Paul Hogan, James Richardson, Alan Norris against John Walton, and Dean Winstanley against Wes Newton to come. But here and now, it is the Dazzla versus Silverback. We'll have 3 more practice starts each, and then it will be Daryl to throw first. Okay, Daryl?
Yeah, ready?
How about
Tony?
Do the best.
First leg, it's Daryl to throw first. Game on.
40.
43.
$140.
60.
81.
41.
83.
100.
Daryl requires 157.
93.
'It's a full house, 180.
First 180 of the match goes to O'Shea, but Daryl requires 64.
Sorry, 60. Sorry.
I think 56 is the correct score. Yep, double four left, 56 scored. Tony, you require 77.
That's a bullseye finish for 77.
Well, we hit the 2 and the 25 and bull. 77 out in the first leg for Tony O'Shea. And second leg, it is Tony to throw first. What a turnaround there.
The last 6 starts, that. $66.
100.
60.
140.
100.
89.
130.
100.
Tony requires 145.
133, I think.
Is it in the treble 18 of the
Treble
15?
18,
yeah, 129 to leave double 8.
60, that's correct, yeah. The last one's right.
Yeah,
Cheers,
129. Daryl
Cheers.
requires 72.
Game shot in 3 darts.
Well, another beautiful double three there. We saw one in the first match, again from Darryl in the second. Two great finishes, one leg apiece, and it's Daryl to throw first.
$30.
$43.
$123.
$60.
$100.
$60.
$135.
$140.
Daryl requires 113.
$113.
Yeah.
$53.
Sneaky last one, 100.
Daryl requires 60.
Game shot in 2 darts.
Yeah, got it round the corner there. Third leg to Daryl Fitton. Fourth leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$140.
$85.
$86.
Yeah, the treble 19 and the treble 3.
$140.
$140.
$140.
Yeah, 140 is for fun, but Daryl requires 100. Sorry, Tony requires 135.
$95.
Well, great effort. The ball, the treble 15 misses the tops, and Daryl requires 136.
$58.
Tony requires 40.
$30.
Daryl, you require 78.
$58.
blocker that time. Tony requires 10.
Yes.
No score.
Just above, Daryl, you require 20.
Ten scored.
Tony, you require 10.
Third dart for 10.
Game shot. And the fourth leg to Tony O'Shea. 2 legs apiece. It's Daryl to throw first.
$85.
$60.
$135.
$43.
$100.
$100.
$99.
$77.
Daryl requires 82.
Game shot in 3 darts.
Yeah, no double trouble there. So Daryl takes the 5th leg. 6th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$100.
$40.
$60.
$57.
$60.
$59.
$60.
$134.
All in 180.
To leave 41. Back-to-back 180s. Daryl leaves 31. Tony, you require 41.
Game 2.
Well, an explosive end there to leg number 6, and it goes to Tony O'Shea. 7th leg, Daryl to throw first.
$140.
$60.
$140.
$140.
$57.
$100.
Daryl, you require 164.
$92.
$60.
Daryl, you require 72.
Game shot in 2 darts.
Yeah, finds the double 6 this time. 2 dart kill on 72. 4-3 lead. 8th leg, Tony to throw first.
$100.
$43.
$100.
$140.
All in 180.
Down to 121.
$140.
Leaves 178, but Tony, you require 121.
$81 scored.
To leave tops.
$140.
To leave 38, but Tony, you require 40.
$30.
Daryl, you require 38.
Game shot in 2 darts.
Gets the 10 for double 14. Break a throw to lead 5-3. 9th leg, it's Daryl to throw first.
57.
$140.
40.
27.
44.
60.
59. Come back, that one.
100.
134.
134.
Back-to-back 134s. Daryl, you require 167.
$83.
Tony requires 40.
Game shot in 2 darts.
Second dart finds the double. It's the 9th leg to Tony O'Shea. That's a break back. So 10th leg, it's Tony to throw first.
$140.
95.
97.
81.
58.
58.
140.
44.
Tony, you require 66.
26.
79.
Tony, you require 40.
It's 40 and 1.
Game shot on the 10th leg to Tony O'Shea means we're definitely playing all 12 legs. 11th leg, it's Daryl to throw first. Game on.
97.
$39.
$70.
$100.
$180.
That's
Yeah, fills it up to leave 154.
$140.
Daryl, you require 154.
$55.
$52.
Daryl, you require 99.
$51.
Tony, you require 170.
$42.
Daryl, you require 48.
$8 scored.
Tony, you require 128.
$92.
Daryl, you require 40.
$30 scored.
Tony, you require 36.
Game in one.
It's game shot on the 11th leg to Tony O'Shea. So the 12th and final leg, it's going to be Tony to throw first. Game on.
$100.
All in 180.
That's. $100.
$41.
$100.
$45.
Snap. $45.
$48.
Tony, you require 156.
60.
96.
Tony requires 96.
$56.
Daryl, you require 91.
$51.
Tony, you require 40.
$30.
Daryl, you require 40.
$25.
Tony, you require 10.
Six scored.
Daryl, you require 15.
Nine scored.
Tony, you require 4.
Game in 2. Sneaky double one. Sorry.
And there it is to end the match. What drama at the end there. The win goes to Tony O'Shea by 7 legs to 5. Gents, let's bring you back in.
How nervous was that?
Horrible, isn't it? I started off our first game, first leg. Max started snoring. It's so funny.
Just to clarify for those
Snoring
watching,
his
Max
bloody head off
is-
in the other room.
if you could describe Max to us, Daryl.
No. Yeah. Bit nerve-wracking that, isn't it? It's hard that.
Do you know
Daryl,
something?
if you could explain,
I
to the viewers,
for me,
Max
the
is
weeks
not a
will
Jack
get
Russell.
easier now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I know that was going to be a tough game for the both of you. It was always going to be difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's done now, isn't it? So we don't have to play each other again now, unless, semi-finals and finals, end of the tournament. You never know.
To be honest, when I saw the whole schedule come out, I was dreading this one game because obviously
Me too,
your pals and stuff. But that's it now. I'll enjoy the rest of the week now. Thank God that's over.
Me too.
Cheers, buddy.
But at times, though, we saw some brilliant darts. It was just the nervy doubles right at the end, wasn't it? It was a great game. For everybody watching, we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, you're trying to be really quiet, and I knocked someone on the floor, and it just echoed so loud, and I thought, oh no, it's a bad time, and that it puts you off a little bit as well. Then, so I have to get.
Well, luckily we didn't hear Max snoring. If those are wondering, Max is Daryl's dog, and the dog's nearly as big as Daryl, so he must make some noise when he snores.
He snores louder than me as well.
Well, congratulations both on a great game. You've both got points on the board. Of course, Tony go up to 3 points. Daryl still has the 2 from yesterday.
Yeah.
We're looking ahead to tomorrow. Daryl, you're going to be facing Alan Norris.
Good.
Tony's going to be facing Jim Williams. 2 good games to look forward to.
Brilliant. Looking forward to it.
I mean, obviously, Jim's the hot favourite again, and he's played well again tonight. So, obviously, I'm up against it again, as usual, but I'm getting used to that these days.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And
Well, Tony, you're on the late shift tomorrow, so pace yourself.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Well, thank you both. Thanks for the entertainment.
Cheers, Rich.
I'll see you soon, yeah?
Cheers, Daryl. Thanks, mate. Good game, bud.
So we move on shortly to match number 3. Paul Hogan takes on James Richardson here at the Remote Darts League. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Remote Darts League, and it's tonight's third match we're looking forward to. Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan taking on Ruthless, James Richardson. Both of them, no doubt, confident after last night's performances. Paul, we'll come to you first. Great 6-6 draw with Tony O'Shea, and he's just picked up another win, hasn't he? So he must be happy with that point last night.
Yeah, I'm happy with the point. You know, I could have played a lot better, but Tony played really well.
He did. And James, you got everything underway yesterday, didn't you? A 7-4 win over Alan Norris.
Yeah, I got the win. I'm just happy with a win. You know, Alan had chances to take a few legs. I nicked a few, I think, and I'm happy with the win. I'll take the 2 points.
Now, we're hoping for a great match between you two. You met pretty recently on the circuit, didn't you? Just before lockdown. I think it was in Scotland.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I was.
Do you want to tell us who won?
Me. Just.
A cracking game.
It was a good
game.
Well,
let's hope we have another one. We won't keep you waiting any longer, gents. Get yourselves throwing some practice darts and we'll get the action underway.
Okay. Thank you very much, Richard. Cheers.
Thank you. So, we've already seen Jim Williams defeat Gary Robson by 7 legs to 3. Tony O'Shea there, right down to the wire, but a winner by 7 legs to 5. Here we have Paul Hogan taking on James Richardson. And don't forget, this is the middle match of the evening. So we still have Alan Norris versus John Walton to look forward to. Finishing off the evening, Dean Winstanley takes on Wes Newton. So every match, 12 legs, the format. We could see a 6-6 draw, but it's the first man to 7 that will get 2 points on that league table. In this match, it's going to be Paul to be throwing first. So 3 more practice starts each, and we can get things underway.
All the best, Paul.
All the best, mate.
So, the first leg, it's Paul to throw first. Game on.
$60.
$100.
$100.
$58.
$55.
$134.
$60.
$137.
$100.
James, you require 72.
$52.
Paul, you require 126.
$58.
James, you require 20.
First out.
Game shot on the first leg to James Richardson. Gets the dart. So the second leg, it is James to throw first.
$43.
$140.
60.
100.
180.
First of the match for James.
60.
140.
140.
James requires 78.
Into 3 darts.
Yep, game shot in 3. 78 checkout for James. 2-0. Third leg, Paul to throw first.
$140.
81.
43.
140.
140.
66.
60.
Paul requires 154.
100.
James requires 118.
99.
Paul, you require 54.
52 in 2 darts. I mean 50.
That 50,
52 darts.
is that 54 in 2 darts, Paul?
54 in 2 darts, yeah. Not carried away.
It's game shot. And the third leg to Paul Hogan. Fourth leg, it's James to throw first.
$96.
55.
96.
140.
96.
55.
96.
140.
James, you require 117.
In 3 darts.
Yeah, great check out there, the 117. Let's take the fourth leg for James Richardson. Fifth leg, it's Paul to throw first.
100.
60.
180.
Nice stuff from Paul.
83.
45.
96.
95.
78.
Paul requires 81.
81 in 3 dots.
Yep, game shot on the 5th leg to Paul Hogan. 6th leg, James to throw first.
$86.
85.
96.
100.
140.
135.
60.
85.
James requires 190.
79.
Paul requires 96.
What's left, Rich?
What have you got there, Paul? The double
68.
4?
Yeah.
Yep, double, so 28 left.
96 in 3 dots.
There it is, the treble 20, the double 4 and the double 14. 96 in 3, and it's 3-3. 7th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$60.
120.
100.
81.
45.
98.
83.
60.
97.
James requires 142.
90.
Paul requires 116.
42.
James on 52.
32.
Paul, you require 74.
74 in 2 darts.
Yeah, 2-dot kill there. Triple 14, double 16. Let's take the 7th leg. 8th leg, it's James to throw.
$74. Sorry, $77.
Yes, 77.
81.
60.
140.
58.
140.
140.
Paul requires 140.
80.
134.
Not great leave the 2 triple 19s. Paul, you require 60.
16 2 darts.
It's a breaker throw to go 5-3 for Paul Hogan. And the 9th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
60.
121.
21.
140.
81.
140.
I like them ones. 64.
James on 100.
60.
45.
James, you require 40.
20.
60.
James, you require 20.
First start.
Game shot and the 9th leg to James Richardson. So we're back on throw. The 10th leg, it's James to throw first.
125.
80.
180.
Another 180 on the board for James.
140.
135.
Brilliant leg here. 61 after 9.
140.
Paul also want to finish at 141. James requires 61.
Three darts.
Well, a great leg of darts. A 12 dart finish there from James Richardson. Levels the match at 5-5. This one's going all the way. 11th leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$135.
100.
60.
140.
100.
85.
140.
100.
Paul, you require 66.
48.
James, you require 76.
51.
Yeah, missed the ball there. Paul, you require 18.
18, 3 darts.
Used all three there. Went for the double 9. It's 6-5 to Paul. 12th and final leg. It's James to throw first.
$140.
81.
91.
95.
100.
93.
James requires 170.
60.
45.
James, you require 110.
90.
95.
James, you require 20.
2 darts.
And there it is, game shot. And the 12th leg to James Richardson means we have a 6-6 draw. Let's bring both players in. Really enjoyed that, guys. Rapid fire. Brilliant stuff from both. Paul, you're now already our draw specialist. 2 out of 2, the first two.
I am. Yeah, brilliant. To be honest, I got lucky, really.
Well, different position this time than last night. You were chasing, weren't you, last night?
Yeah.
This time you were the one leading.
But James went off. He played well the first few legs, and I got back into it. But I'm happy with the draw.
Well, James, your scoring there, absolutely brilliant. Really got you back into that match.
Yeah, I scored really well, but I'm happy with the draw. Paul's class. Get a draw against Paul. He's one of the best around. He's an old nugget. An old fossil.
Well, Paul, you're facing Dean Winstanley tomorrow.
Over the top, man. Yeah, good.
And James, you're taking on Big Robbo.
Who? What did you say, Richard? Who's that?
You're taking on Big Robbo tomorrow.
Oh, Big Robbo. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Yep. Yeah. Never
we
played.
look forward to that, guys.
Yeah, never
there we
played.
go. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when you're face to face, so to speak. But thanks for the entertainment this evening, guys. We'll see you both
Rich.
tomorrow. A 6-6 draw. Paul Hogan and James Richardson.
Cheers, buddy. Bye.
Well done, Joe.
Cheers, Paul.
And we'll be back very shortly with Alan Norris against John Walton here at the Remote Darts League. Yeah, welcome back to the Remote Darts League. It is, of course, brought to you by FSB, sports betting and gaming platform supplier. And we've had a great night already. 3 matches played. We've seen wins for Jim Williams, for Tony O'Shea, and a draw just now for Paul Hogan and James Richardson. Now, as pure luck, random draw would have it, 4 players that remain to play this evening were on the wrong end of victories last night. So a chance for all 4 of them to atone and get some points on the board. And we begin here with Alan Chuck Norris taking on John Boy Walton. Let's have a word with the 2 players before we get underway. Gents, I've been looking at the head-to-head record for the 2 of you, and I can only see one big stage meeting back at the Zoderdown in the Netherlands about 10 years ago.
Oh my God. I would try to remember when we last played.
It's been a while, John. It's been a while.
The only one I can remember is German Open.
Did we play there? I know. We travelled together. No volcanoes in the sea.
Yeah. And then giving you lifts when you're walking home from Breen Sands. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good memories.
This is great. We could reminisce all evening, but we do have darts to play. Any reflections on yesterday, guys? I know you've both had defeats, but any positives you're bringing out of it? John?
Yeah, I hit the board after 6 weeks. I was quite happy with that, but the arm's suffering a bit today, and so tomorrow will probably be even worse. But, we'll get through it. It's enjoyable playing so many legends in this event. So, it's good for darts. Love it.
Right.
I'm enjoying it. It's making me play again, and I'm enjoying it. So, and playing some top lads as well. It's brilliant.
Well, we're going to make you play again. Let's get you 2 warmed up and ready for our 4th match of the evening. Let's get those practice darts flying. It's going to be Alan Chuck Norris taking on John Boy Walton. Again, 12 legs to be played. Hopefully we see all 12. We have a couple of times already this evening, but it's the first man to 7. Yeah, they'll both be looking for heavy victories here. Both looking for that 7-leg target. That will give them points on the league table. And as the draw order tonight is, it's going to be Alan that gets things underway once we're up and running. So we'll have 3 more darts each, and then we'll get things underway. So here we go, a best of 12-leg encounter. First leg is going to be Alan to throw first.
Richard, Richard, sorry, can we just pause play 1 second? We just need to fix some name straps.
Yeah, we're going to take a pause, guys, before we get underway. So you can keep practicing.
Oh, beautiful.
More practice.
3 balls! Way!
We got the 3 balls on camera there, John. Sorry we didn't have the close-up for you. You probably took your camera down while they're fixing things. Oh, this is the great thing, though, with the Remote Darts League. Darts from home. We're going to everybody's home around the country. I'm sat in the extension here. I'm in the old renovated garage. The dartboard's up. What room are you in, Alan? The kitchen?
I'm in the kitchen, yes. I was cooking for
about you, John?
Yesterday.
John, you're not in the garden, are you?
Mate, no, I'm in my games room. I'm in my man cave.
Man cave it is.
I'll convert a garage, actually.
Well, we're going to keep the practice darts going here until we get the cue to restart. That's not a problem here. Now, remember, we have 1 more match coming up after this. Dean Winstanley takes on Wes Newton, but we can refresh what's already happened so far this evening. Jim Williams got things underway with a 7-3 victory over Gary Robson. And then we saw the 2 mates, Daryl Fitton and Tony O'Shea, going head-to-head. It looked like it was going to be a draw. But some missed doubles right at the end cost Daryl, and it was Tony that picked up the win by 7 legs to 5. And we've just enjoyed a rapid-fire, high-scoring game between Paul Hogan and James Richardson, a 6-6 draw. Well, players, we're ready to go. So these are the last practice starts here. This is for real. This is the start. It's Alan in the first leg to throw first.
All best, Al.
All the best, John. Oh, 38.
Too much practice.
3 triples.
59.
82.
55.
59.
95.
58.
56.
140.
58.
Alan requires 124.
Game shot in 3.
That's
It's there. It's in the ball. A brilliant start for Alan Norris. 1-0. Second leg, it's John to throw first.
58.
Oh, come on. 36.
Oh, God. It's 23.
81.
89.
Come on. 100.
82.
96.
139.
98.
John, you require 110.
74.
Alan, you require 90.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'll hit you double. 81.
81 score, slipped in the double three. Yes, 81 score. John, you require 36.
$18.
18 scored. Alan, you require 9.
In 2.
Didn't fancy the 3-3-3, went 7-1-1. It's 2 legs to 0 to Alan. And third leg, it is Alan Norris to throw first.
57.
'83.
100.
95.
Hello. 64.
60.
45.
87.
180.
First 180 of the match.
125.
Alan requires 55.
45.
John, you require 51.
In 2.
Game shot on the third leg to John Walton. So back with throw, and the fourth leg, it's John to throw first.
$140.
44.
60.
60.
140.
134.
John, you require 161.
65.
93.
John, you require 96.
38.
Alan requires 170.
It's close. 60.
John, you require 58.
18.
Alan requires 110.
Game shot in 3.
It's there, it's a steal. Second Tom plus finish of the match for Alan Norris, and the fifth leg, it is Alan to throw first.
Alan. 26.
100.
47. Improvement.
$140.
180.
Second 180 of the match.
$100.
128.
John, you require 161.
$129.
Yeah, leaves 32. Alan on 120.
In 3, wishful thinking. 85.
Well, I was going to say, John, you require 32.
In 1.
Yeah.
It's game shot on the 5th leg to John Walton. 6th leg, John to throw first.
$100.
140.
60.
91.
81.
60.
43.
55.
100.
Alan requires 155.
$97.
John, you require 170.
$57.
Alan requires 58.
Oh. Sore arm with the law. 38.
John, you require 60.
Into.
It levels the match at 3 legs apiece. 7th leg, it's Alan to throw first.
$140.
85.
Come on. 135.
60.
100.
100.
Alan requires 126.
A glass of water. $61.
58.
Alan requires 65.
In 3.
Game shot and the 7th leg to Alan Norris. 8th leg, John to throw first.
You're over. 41.
$140.
60.
Oh. 57.
55.
134.
40.
Alan requires 170.
134.
60.
Alan requires 36.
In 1.
It's game shot and the 8th leg to Alan Norris. 9th leg, Alan throws first.
Come on. 60.
90.
140.
100.
Oh, that's a great single one. 81.
83.
60.
140.
Alan requires 160.
60.
John, you require 88.
I'm nowhere near it. 46.
Alan, you require 100.
In 2.
Game shot and the 9th leg to Alan Norris with that 100 checkout. 10th leg, it's John to throw first.
$121.
Come on. 96.
$100.
93.
60.
Oh. Time out. Tired floor. $82.
We can ask the players for the very best of order, please.
100.
100.
John, you require 120.
80.
Alan, you require 130.
Beautiful. 80.
John, you require 40.
Okay, 20.
Alan, you require 50.
In 3.
It's game, shot, and the match for Alan Norris. There
Wow.
we have it. Gents, let's bring you back in. Now, John, it feels a lot like we discussed yesterday. Really competitive in the first half of the match, and then it just seems to be slipping away. Something to look at, I think, for tomorrow, yeah?
It's the shoulder thing. But I'll get through it. Just got to get my head around it, that's all.
Yeah, the signs are certainly there that, you know, some big scores at times, some good finishing, but maybe it's just the distance. It's quite a long format, the 12 legs.
Yeah, I practice. I used to practice more than that anyway. So, but
Of course.
yeah, could be.
You've won a few sets in your time, we know that.
1 or 2. But that's within me time. I've knocked on a little bit since then.
You're not done yet, John. It's not good night, John boy, just yet. Don't worry.
There'll be something that comes out in a bit.
Exactly. And we have, John, you're with us for at least 7 more nights, and there's a lot that can happen in this remote darts league, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, like I've got to go to work.
I will speak to our winner here. The highlight for you, Alan, definitely the big checkouts. 100 finish, 110, 124 in the very first leg.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. To be fair, yeah, you know what it's like. You haven't played for a long time, so about 4 hours on the board yesterday, and I feel like I've been lifting dumbbells. So yeah, so you can see a few snatchy darts there. So probably expect more of the same tomorrow with a few snatchy darts. But no, we'll keep working on it. It's totally enjoyable. Like I say, we're playing some of the biggest names in darts over many years in this tournament, and it's a pleasure to be part of it.
Well, lovely words. And John, you come back early doors tomorrow. You're first up against Wes Newton. Now he's got the late shift tonight.
Yeah, no, I think that's the only early one I've got though. The rest of them are late shifts.
Well, it's a completely random thing. You are our first one up tomorrow against Wes Newton, whereas Alan, he's going to be taking on one of those big names in Daryl, Fitton, third game on tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be very enjoyable. What should we call John Boy? It's got to be Last Orders John Boy now. He's
No, I've gone past that, mate. It's
No,
JB now.
Daryl and Tony, good game tonight. Daryl played very well yesterday. Yeah, looking forward to it. Get a good night's rest, no cooking tonight, and yeah, be up for it tomorrow.
Brilliant. Well, we've got one more great match to enjoy tonight, so we're going to say goodbye to you two. Alan, it's good night, and of course, it's good night, John Boy.
Night, John Boy.
Well done, Al.
Cheers, John. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, take care.
And stay with us at the Remote Darts League. We've got one more match coming up. It is Dean Winstanley versus Wes Newton. Welcome back to the conclusion of night 2 here at the Remote Darts League. It's, of course, brought to you by FSB, the sports betting and gaming platform supplier. And just before the clock strikes midnight here in England, we are going to bring our two players in to say hello for our final match of the evening. We won't keep them waiting any longer. Dean Winstanley and Wes Newton, both, I'm sure, will feel they have a point to prove after yesterday.
Yes, definitely.
100%.
Now, you two go back a long way. You faced each other many times in the PDC. Looking at the head-to-heads, it was a bit one-sided, the results back then. I mean, we're talking now 8 years ago you were competing against each other there, but it is Wes that has the advantage on the head-to-head in the PDC back then.
It is, yeah, I'll have to agree with that. Well, in them days before like referees and DRA was used to cheat, but yeah, he's got the upper hand.
I know it's late, Dean. It's not that late. We can't go into all that now.
Oh, Wes has got the upper hand. I know that. I've got it written down on my wall.
And Wes, how are you feeling after yesterday? Wes, yesterday you faced Jim Williams and had a defeat, but you're feeling confident overall?
Yeah, I feel good tonight. I've watched a few games tonight. They've all been pretty good standards. So I think we'll all get better as the days and the weeks go on. So last night was the first game. I was up against Jim, and it's a tough game, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, it's patchy, good in places, but I'm looking to improve tonight.
And same for you, Dean. Looking forward to it.
I am, yes. We've had a fair old couple of hours to practice, so let's get it on.
I wondered why you've not texted me all day. You've been busy practicing, haven't you?
He did say he was going jogging. That's where he's been.
Yes, he were a nice jog as well. Very quiet.
Yeah, you're only allowed an hour. Now, guys, we've kept you waiting long enough. Let's get you on the board now.
Thank you.
The clock has struck midnight. Let's get it on. We'll let them have some practice starts before we get things underway. And if you have joined us late, just want to remind you of what's happened while the boys are warming up. Jim Williams, our first winner this evening over Gary Robson. We saw a win also for Tony O'Shea. Close game against Daryl Fitton. He won that 7-5. We had a draw between Paul Hogan and James Richardson, 6-6. And we've just seen Alan Norris defeat John Walton, 7-3. Here we have another 12-leg match between Dean Winstanley and Wes Newton. And in the first leg, it's going to be Dean that gets things underway. So if players are happy, 3 more practice starts each, and we'll get things running.
Good luck, Wes.
Good luck. All the best.
First leg, it's Dean to throw first. Game on.
$81. $180.
Perfect start.
$40. $100. $95. $121. $140.
Out to a finish, but Wes requires 100.
Gaming 2.
That's a brilliant leg of darts to start. 11 dart leg there for Wes Newton. 100 checkout. And the second leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$96. $100. $82.
100.
45.
100.
99.
100.
4 tons in a row.
99.
Down to 80, but Dean requires 101.
81.
Wes requires 80.
Game in 3.
That's a great check out there to steal the second leg for Wes Newton. Third leg, it is Dean to throw first.
$70.
96.
41.
85.
83.
100.
100.
85.
91.
Wes requires 135.
33.
Dean requires 160.
116 in 3.
Great check out there from Dean. So on the ball with a 116. Takes the third leg. Fourth leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$140.
60.
60.
60.
58.
55.
59. $100. $44. $140.
Down to 86. Wes requires 140.
$118.
Dean, you require 86.
Ah, 57, 68, 88, 90. Hold on, 57. 57, 11 and treble 4.
Yep, that's 80 scored.
Yep.
Wes, you require 22.
No score.
No score. Dean, you require 6.
Game in 1.
The double 3 tonight. It's been a hero to many. 2-2. It's Desmond here, and it's Dean to throw first.
$97. $45. $140. $70. $38. $93. $95. $45.
Dean requires 131.
$71. $84.
Dean, you require 60.
Game in 3.
Well, different way to go, but it's game shot on the 5th leg to Dean Winstanley. 6th leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$100. $57. $60.
85. 97. 100. 96. 99.
Where's you require 148.
45.
Dean, you require 160.
45.
Where's you require 103.
63.
Dean, you require 115.
59.
Where's you require 40.
Jamie 1.
Well, certainly hitting the double top. It's 3-3. Leg there to Wes Newton. Seventh leg is Dean to throw first.
$81. 137. 81. 80. 100. 100. 45. 120. 'Oh, come on, Dean. 50.
Wes requires 64.
Game 3.
It's another double top, and it's a breaker throw for Wes Newton. Leads 4-3. Eighth leg. It's Wes to throw first.
$45. 38. 96. 43. 82. 100.
60.
100.
98.
60.
Where's you require 120?
Gaming 3.
Did we doubt it? There it is, the 120 to take the 8th leg. 9th leg, it's Dean to throw first.
$83.
97.
100.
43.
45.
55.
58.
99.
59.
85.
Dean, you require 156.
Go through them. 140.
Where's you require 122.
25.
Dean, you require 16.
No score.
Where's you require 97.
39.
Dean, you require 16.
Gaming 2.
There it is for the 9th leg for Dean Winstanley. 10th leg, it'll be Wes to throw first.
$41.
60.
59.
180.
One apiece.
49. Oh, lovely. 25. $45. $100. $30.
Dean requires 136.
$96. $100.
Dean requires 40.
No score. $99.
Dean requires 40.
Into.
There it is to level the match to win the 10th leg. It's 5-5. We're definitely going all the way. Which way is it going to go? 11th leg, Dean to throw first.
$45. $96. For 89. $46. Dean, 38. $58. $81.
Beautifully called once again.
$100.
Where's you require 121.
$103.
Unlucky on the double 18 there. Dean requires 148.
Lovely. $108.
Where's you require 18.
Gave me 3. Good luck.
Well, there it is. Takes the 11th leg. Wes Newton leads 6-5. And for the 12th and final leg, it's Wes to throw first.
$40. 81. 95. 140. 60. 85. 139.
Yeah, good thinking with the 25 there to leave a finish.
41.
Both on big finishes. Where's you require 167.
60.
Dean, you require 154.
78. 83.
Where do you require 107?
67.
Dean, you require 71.
'You plonker. 31.
Wes requires 40.
Game 1.
Well, there it is. Game shot and the match. 7 legs to 5 on that double top to Wes Newton. Guys, let's bring you in. What a brilliant way to end the evening. It certainly was for us watching. I'm not sure how you two felt about playing it. Dean is so close to the draw there in that last leg.
Yeah, and you know, the weird thing is, Wes knows where I'm coming from here when Rod shouts, you know, you don't miss the big number. Miss 14 at 11. So, Wes, we're used to that, aren't we, Wes? So,
yeah.
It's weird that we both fell asleep at the kind of, we didn't chase each other. We were doing exactly the same, but I'll take 5 legs. It's coming.
Yeah, it was a really good match. I mean, you had a great 116 earlier on, but Wes, the finishes from you, almost every leg, one on that double top. The dart's still in there. But make sure that dart doesn't fall out behind you.
Oh, yeah, it tops well tonight. But, it's weird. I was practicing really well. I felt really good, and I set off really well. And then all of a sudden, I got a bit nervous. It's like, how do you get nervous playing in your own darts room? It's strange, isn't it? But
it's the breathing, what you can hear.
I mean, me and Dean were both obviously fighting to get back where we want to be. So it's sometimes we're trying a bit too hard, I think. But you know, it was a good game there. At one point, when I think it was 2-0 up, and he went 3-2 up. I thought, Lorraine's throwing these, and Dean's just taking the darts out of the board. Yeah, obviously we're both trying our hard. It's got a bit nervy at one point.
Absolutely. I mean, all the great finishes we saw from you, Wes, the 120 out as well. My favourite finish, Dean, was still the double 3. So thank you for that.
No. 1 dart and all. I'm happy with that.
So let's look forward to tomorrow. You're both playing early on tomorrow. Wes, you start things off against John Boy Walton. John's not been in the best of form the last couple of nights.
Oh, these
so
Yorkshire guys are
to
easy.
Get some more points.
Yeah, another Yorkie. I'll be ready for the first game. It's a bit earlier than tonight, so yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game.
And Dean, you're second up against Paul Hogan. He's been the draw specialist so far. 2 6-6 draws in the first 2 games.
It'll be nice to play somebody who's consistent, so I can at least up my game. That's how I'm looking at. You know what I mean? And
because Wes is up and down. But no, fair play. It'll be a good battle tomorrow. If I can get one win on board, I'd be, Paul to me he's the most consistent player in the last 10 years of me watching and playing darts. Paul's amazing, but let's see what happens tomorrow.
Well, gents, thank you for giving us the late show. We look forward to seeing you both tomorrow. Commiserations to Dean. Congratulations to Wes.
Thank you. Thank you. Well done, Wes. Cheers.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Cheers, Richard.
Cheers. And that completes the action here at the Remote Darts League. Another brilliant night on night number 2. Victories for Jim Williams, for Tony O'Shea, for Alan Norris, and there for Wes Newton. And we did see the 6-6 draw, a great game between Paul Hogan and James Richardson. We look forward to doing it all again in about 21 hours' time. We hope you're going to join us from everybody here at the Remote Darts League. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3. We're signing off, saying good night and hi ho.